We came upon them during our ventures throughout the stars. They were fine. Tools, culture, standard stuff you'd expect from any other sentient species, and not much more. By that time, they didn't even bother terraforming planets. They just erect those crude biodomes out of scraps from the very ships that brought them there in the first place. That's how we first found them. Isolated in a world not too far from their home star, struggling to survive under a bubble of synthetic materials. So that's how we conquered the humans? This thought probably crossed someone's mind, but no. What's the point of grabbing a few hundred slaves who didn't even know how to use modern tools? Instead, we gathered intel. How many of them were there? How many systems they had colonized? What kind of defenses we could expect? This sort of thing. It takes a particularly backward species to give away such info on first contact. The humans are not particularly bright, but not particularly dumb either. What they are is exceptionally greedy. Once they saw all the wonders we had to offer, by which I mean third-grade garbage like teleporters, jetpacks, and holoprojectors, they were more than willing to trade all their species' secrets for a couple of trinkets. And that's how we conquered the humans? No. We assembled a party to scout the human home system, and what they found wasn't much worth conquering. 38 billion of them scattered throughout the inner star system, still divided in tribes with various levels of friendlessness and animosity among each other, and no sense of loyalty whatsoever, always willing to shift alliances for the smallest of gains. So that's how we conquered the humans? No. While it would be easy to divide and conquer the humans, their fragmentary nature made it easier still to bargain. If a human tribe was willing to provide 8 trillion credits for a fusion reactor, another tribe would soon offer 18, and so we managed to extract all of humanity's worth for little more than a few pieces of outdated trash. And when the humans ran out of credits, that's when we conquered them? No. Once the humans ran out of anything of value, they started borrowing. You see, just because a human has nothing to their name, doesn't mean he'll stop buying random, worthless trash, and given they're the one species willing to work the jobs too dangerous for drones or too boring for AI, they can always make more credits. So our banks were perfectly happy to lend all the rope they needed to hang themselves. And when the humans failed to pay us, that's when we conquered them? No. You see, if you slaughter your cattle, you'll have a few nice meals and that's the end of it. But if you cut off a limb from time to time and allow it to regenerate, you'll be eating well for all your life. So when the humans first failed to pay us back, we came up with a plan for reduced payments, additional lines of credit, that sort of thing. Occupy some of their systems, took the profits of a few ports as guarantee, and by the time the humans managed to recover, we left them alone to keep buying our stuff, slowly walk back to the slaughter on their own. And that's how we subjugated the humans? No. While we had to bail out the humans many, many times more, we always had more to gain letting them pick themselves up and go face first into the floor again, than straight out enslaving them. You see, stumbling and fumbling, the humans gradually started to pick up on our tech, sciences, all our advancements, and eventually they caught up with the rest of the galaxy. So the humans conquered us? No, don't be ridiculous. Remember, the humans are greedy. When a species drowned in debt reaches the point where they can provide their needs with spare, they'll start paying off what's due, build up some reserves, and eventually use those resources to transcend their current state of development. For the humans, however, making more money simply meant they could drown into more and more debt. So they did not, nor ever will, stop owing us, stop buying from us, or be free from us in any way. Then why are we in a filthy trench at the edges of the cosmos protecting a human colony? What did you do before you were conscripted? I worked as sales. To our own kind? No, to the humans. Like half of the galaxy. So if the humans were to fall, you, along with half of the galaxy, would be out of a job. I guess that makes sense, except why are there no humans in this trench with us? Are you making any money right now? No. And neither would a human. If we take them away from their jobs, they won't be able to pay us back. So, do the humans owe us, or do they own us? How the fuck am I supposed to know?